Year 7, welcome to lesson 3 of Chaucer. Okay, let's have a look at your vocabulary. Hopefully you've got some paper and something to write with. Okay, so let's have a look at your keywords. Your first one is worship. Okay, worship is having an adoration or a love for something. Let's have a look at the question. List as many of the Roman gods and goddesses that you can remember them being the Romans worshipping. So, for example, you might be able to think of the likes of Jupiter. Okay, he came from the Greek god Zeus. He's one of them, and see if you can come up with any more that you can recall. Your second key piece of vocabulary is pilgrim. Let's have a look at what this means and write down what it means. A person who journeys to a sacred place for religious reasons. Okay, so a pilgrim is someone that is searching for a meaning or a purpose. Okay, it's like an act of devotion. So, how might pilgrim link to worship and religion? So what is it that pilgrims and worship have in common? So stop the recording now, please, and jot down your answer. Okay, your knowledge goal for today is to explain key information about the author and context behind the Canterbury Tales. And your steps to success are that you will know a more detailed information about life in the Middle Ages, more detailed information about Chaucer, and what the Canterbury Tales are about. Okay, so I want you to think back to your last lesson. So what do you know or remember about life in medieval Britain, life in the Middle Ages, and the Bayeux Tapestry? So if you can stop your video now, please, and just think about what you learned in the last lesson. Your challenge task, if you're feeling up to it for today, is how did the Norman invasion change the languages spoken in Britain and or England? Think about the Normans, where they came from. They came from France. So what impact would it have had on the language spoken in Britain? So stop the video now, make yourself some notes, please. Okay, Geoffrey Chaucer. Geoffrey Chaucer was born around about 1343 to the 25th of October 1400. He was an English writer, poet and philosopher. He's most famous for writing the Canterbury Tales, which had 24 stories but wasn't completed. He was one of the first writers to write in English, and he is known as the father of English literature. Chaucer is buried in Westminster Abbey in what is now called Poets' Corner. Just bear with me a second because I can't remember. Right, you will have a video link to watch for this one. So what I would like you to do is click on the link that your teacher has sent you and make yourself some notes, please, because towards the end you're going to have a quiz. So stop the recording now and click on the video and watch the recording, please. Okay, what are the Canterbury Tales? Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales is perhaps the first popular English work and first work published in the English language. The tales are a collection of stories from the late 1300s. The book forms a storytelling contest by a collection of pilgrims. If you remember, pilgrims are people that go on a journey, that are searching for a meaning or purpose. They're different from a tourist, okay, because pilgrims are travelling as an act of devotion. Okay, it could be either spiritual or some form of enlightenment, and it's a way sometimes to increase your faith in something. So the book forms a storytelling contest by a collection of pilgrims on their way to Canterbury Cathedral, and together they provide an insight into medieval life. So let's have a look. Okay, so I'm just checking to make sure there's no other links for that one that you need to watch. Okay, why you should read the Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. What I would like you to do is click on the link, and can you please watch the video, and again make yourself some notes so that you'll be able to answer the questions towards the end. So stop the recording now then, please. Okay. What is a pilgrim and a pilgrimage? Just a second. A pilgrim is a traveller. It means one who has come from afar and who is on a journey to a holy place. Typically, this is a physical journey, often on foot. Some of these journeys can take quite some time, and it's to some place of special significance in someone's religion. A pilgrimage is a journey, often into an unknown or foreign place, where a person goes in search of new or expanded meaning of something. It can lead to a personal transformation, after which the pilgrim returns to their daily life. So as I said, it could be a way for these pilgrims to increase their faith in something. Okay, it's to enlighten them. It helps the individual. Now, what I would like you to do, you might be able to click on the screen. If not, your teacher will send you a link through, and I'd like you to click on that and look at the pilgrimages that still go on in Europe, because these do still happen today. They're not just something that happened in the life of Chaucer. So stop the recording and click on the video and watch that through for me, please. Okay, so it's not just Europe that these happen. I want you to click on the link that you would have been given by your teacher, and watch some information about other pilgrimages that go on in the rest of the world. So stop the video recording now, please, and click on to the short clip for you to watch and make some notes if necessary. Now here's your quiz. I want you to see what you've remembered and what notes you've taken down from the videos that you've watched. So number 1, who is Geoffrey Chaucer? Number 2, what text is Chaucer most famous for? Number 3, what is Chaucer known as famously? Number 4, when were the Canterbury Tales written? Number 5, what is the premise of the Canterbury Tales? Number 6, what is a pilgrim? So I'd like you to stop the video now, please, and write down your answer to these 6 questions. Please don't let the video run over so that you don't see the answers and cheat, which I'm sure you won't. Okay, here's your answers. Can you mark them yourself, please, and see how many you got out of 6? So number 1, Geoffrey Chaucer is a famous writer from the 1300s who wrote in English. Number 2, the answer is the Canterbury Tales. Number 3 was Geoffrey Chaucer was also known as the father of English literature. Number 4, it was in the 1300s. Number 5, the book forms a storytelling contest by a collection of pilgrims on the way to Canterbury Cathedral. Number 6, a person who goes on a pilgrimage. It's a religious quest, a journey to visit religiously important places. So there's your answer. So give yourself a mark for each correct answer, please. Finally, your final feedback. So we've got your 2 keywords. Your first one is worship. Why would people in the Middle Ages have taken their Christian worship very seriously? Your second key vocabulary is pilgrim. What might motivate someone to go on a pilgrimage?